Good day, Mr. Leone people, and this is Sulaiman the from Australia. Today, on the 18th September 2022. This particular audio is accompanied by a video of how the SLPP they expose themselves na Kailahun and Pendembuto. And you see in this video all the Liberians they wouldn't bring inside Sierra Leone for car register. They will not get shame. Then Bush SLPP, they don't get one shame. Every day we catch them out in the lies, the deception, the horrible atrocities against people and the killings and everything. They think they are getting away with it, but honestly, their days will be numbered. Because, and I repeat, that what happened in 2000 will lead to 100 Southeastern people away, then jail, na the tribunal. Southeastern people, 100 of them, waiting in jail today. We were the shame for talking. That is why every audio I make reference to this history until it sink inside people the head. We will not let for the hide the truth. When I can look at the shit, when I still they call and say na chocolate. But no, nobody not fool again as salary. We not self know that they say that the gun they own and they use. Even at that, they're not still able to suppress people though. Even way when our presidents don't kill over 250 people inside 4 years, we still not afraid of that. We still they call on a tribalistic and bigotry attitude. I just understand how when I feel say for going inside state house by force. So the ambassador na Liberia, I don't sabi his name, the SLPP ambassador na Liberia. Now do this particular act, and in fact, we don't catch him out before even he starts this. Shame on that ambassador. You go bring Liberians them, charter bosses them. Look at the video they challenge you, and look at that useless electoral commissioner. Not even talk nothing about this. They catch this government in broad daylight fraud. But in fact, when a young government, when a female, the Auditor General, exposed on a president for forgery, thieving, and like criminal act, he still deny. That's where you go sack the woman. So, I mean, this is what you people are. But, you know, they say, even suffering himself, he get end. Everything gets an end. Everything gets a beginning and it gets an end. You can never tell us that una actually boku paswi Sierra Leone. No, sorry. So this particular incident na Kailahun just not exposed, enough for actually let this electoral commissioner act. What is Parliament doing? Journal Bar of Africanist Press, you are a gem to Sierra Leone. Had it not been for you, had it not been for Chernobyl, we actually don't bring this issue come out. Which other Sierra Leonean for do? Let God bless Africanist Press and Chernobyl. We, if not to be you, we actually do a forensic investigation into this government. A lot of these things will not have been noticed 4 years. Then people here they get a serious plan, but not bush planning yet. Because their own plan a bush plan, and they're not intelligent. The only thing whether they use is because they don't populate the police with Mendekisi, Kabajose, and they don't the police heads they all are Kabajose and Mende people. They don't just populate the all of the army. Oh, get for pull they all back. So when I populate all in places, they follow now use gun for suppress people freedom, but we're still not able. When I spend 4 years on the rest with a simple man called Adebayo. Now on a big target, that means we are not achieve nothing and we are not actually worth nothing. If a young boy in his 20s and 30s can ruffle a whole government like una, I swear to God, do not even get the political temperament for even deal with that situation. They professionally go above their pettiness. But bush people, that's how they behave. Bushman. When una no grow up a bush, And you know, una not get no civilization, or not get no systems, or not actually grow in a way we actually go deal with the issues. Yeah, because we are so inadequate. And una insecurities beyond description. I don't know, see the panic when like say like ghosts now they run after when are all around, when all on craze at this country. So when are they power people there, when are all on craze. When are conscience they flag when are not get integrity. Forget about integrity first, but I mean what are you? When you see you've an Akisoya who the way that go behave for an airport, it look like a shock because now say even Akisoya, you know for shock because these are the Kamajo thinking people. And we not get brains. This is the problem of them Southeastern people, yeah? We did at this power. They don't get brains. Why you not actually understand that the same attitude that they do today, una the same one family do under Ameti Jakabab, we cause 100 of una in jail today. Now overseas jail. Una the shame for na so una mende see people in jail. The whole of Sierra Leone, now nobody take the put in a jail. International Tribunal. You actually remember this? So, you know, the thing where you see how they talk about this registration, when they bring the people here from Liberia, it just show evidence for sure how they can see people here, be they actually play dirty game during this war. I remember when they talked to some fuller many people in Pendembuto. And we come out Kailahun and Pendembuto. They get big property the day because you don't say Southeastern place that's also they full activity and Madingo. Now they get all the fine bill and everything because the real men they see that they are very unprogressive people. I mean, like the only way they did that place there. The woman now passes they sell a market. And the woman they say that they sell a shop and do fish and important things them. And the man they get them business them, Sulaiman and get business them. So then you see people here, what make they talk this thing. Now people away they're dangerous to this nation. You see the transformation. Now so they happen during the 1990 during the war. They can transform themselves into Liberia, they turn to Vi, they turn to make because of the same speaking people them. Then when the Swedes can transform themselves, come back inside Sierra Leone. So during the war, they became RAF, they destroyed that particular area. They thief, corrugated roof iron them, thief property, thief them full of the property, thief them, the property, then destroy them, make them, carry them go to Liberia. That's what they do during the war. I spoke to a lot of people the way they live that place, where they do business, where they explain how they see people here, they behave. He said, Sulaiman, first and foremost, he said, Kisi people themselves, it hard for you to understand whether they inside Liberia or they didn't because they can switch quick and about our towns. So it's so unfortunate that post-war Sierra Leone, you know, the government of President Kurumano be make a strong effort for actually militarize the area. I could have done that. I would have actually militarized that area, that border region, put all kinds of technology there, put even drone facilities there for the watch the border and everything. I mean, but unfortunately, we are people who did the land from we past. And this is a dangerous exercise, this SLPP to do so. Shame on the minister that he can actually import Liberians in. We get the tendency for speak Vime and the AKC. It's just a confuse. One of the Southeasterns flying to that area, they want just to confuse this country. Now, they confuse ourselves. Because traditionally, Kuskas came during the war. Now, destroy ourselves for the destroy our own people. They would have rape and born on our own town, born on our picking them, rape on our picking them. Why would we so wicked to ourselves? We would take the war back, we would bring and come to other parts of this country. Now, we are the most amputated people in this country. Now, the most killed people, most destroyed area. But we are still not the land lesson. When they find them, we are useless pauper people. We are not still the land lessons. This kind of thing we do, so that dangerous thing. A whole ambassador, you go import Liberian citizens, they can't catch you now in broad daylight. Now look the video, the Liberians, they tell you, say you don't run away, you don't go. You don't can make, you don't can stop here. I want 2-3 days. So then tell yourself, so tell the stupid president self not even understand this. So tell you don't even know. That kind of dumb nature of Marabio is so dumb. A man where you don't see, you don't fat, obese, you cannot move around because you just depend on stupid people around you. How will you learn? I mean, I just suspect that a lot of few things in the way this man is so stupid and dumb because it delegate to people who don't get brains. How will you actually govern a country? I wonder if this thing from Liberia, whether you know. And you don't power people around you, and they kill in the mother bill, but because the insect are another dumb, so I mean dumb plus dumb equals just dumb plus. What is this ambassador doing a very dangerous thing? Is this can lead into, that means if they get a conflict, just saw a civil conflict, that the same pattern you go see go begin to happen again. They go begin to raise fighters in Liberia and everything, just like what they do during the 1990s. We're gonna kill us them. Make I end this presentation on the electoral commissioner. Well, $10 million. That particular money, that day you go vomit them. Because look at the rotten nature of this exercise and look at the cost of money. And shame on the Sierra Leone parliament. We are able to understand this country full of imbeciles, we call them, say, parliamentarians, including the leader of the opposition, how do they call herself? Now I'm not calling name. Look at Kande Yumikela. What would all they do? You guys want to become politicians, you're not able to challenge with our company. If I was a politician inside Sierra Leone, God, I would rock the boat today. Because if you straight and you honest, it depends on how you tell the truth. Some truth they know what they tell, nobody will actually even touch me. One day nobody will come for camp challenge me because they don't say the truth. It beats about it, not the truth. But what are they afraid? They're not inside politics. We're not inside politics. All of the things that we activists now MPs if we don't take the lead. Even when Chair of Africanist President raised this concern to una say, there has been some serious monies that has been misused in this election commission Sierra Leone. Over $10 million. Look at the rotten nature of the exercise. All the machines have been confiscated. Thieves and murderers in that country. You know, the typical Salon person, the shame. Where they in office, or where they in government, or where they get a position of responsibility. It's not a question of poverty, bro. It's a question of integrity, bro. Nobody not get integrity in a salon. They give pen on the go tifam. They give paper on the go tifam. They give ruler on the go tifam. They put computer, they go confiscate her. But anyway, when the president is a thief, the head of state himself is a racketeer, a thief, forgery, a whole head of state, they catch in office for forgery. Well, I mean, what else the least man no go do in Sierra Leone? That is the problem of the Sierra Leone society. Those who actually set the bad examples are the one waiting at the office. With the leadership. The sad thing about Sierra Leone, those who make the laws and they broke the law. The one we call themselves president, now they first they begin thief in the country. Before all man they continue the thief. Now they first begin thief. Why this country for be like this? Nothing, not just standard. But first time Bobo they for encourage this useless man they open in dirty mouth they talk about a democracy. But look at what your useless party can do against first time voters there. The Bobo they go present their birth certificate, they go bring councillors, they can confirm them, endorse them, they bring chief the account and still they accept them. What you now want to do? Well, this particular thing, that particular confusion, this civil unrest one they nurture so small, it will happen as Sierra Leone. And we are ready for it. Because we are not going into that election with this kind of nonsense. And we are not going to accept that useless 2021 or whatever census. So you would have actually set some potential dangerous situation, but the international community get a big stake in Sierra Leone. So we're wasting a bloody time. When I do all this because when I intend for actually waste people in time and for actually extend this election, but you don't go work for now. Because this election is going to take place in 2023, whether you bloody like it or not, will kick you guys out of power. And when one of the interesting things will get for happen, if Una Sidon will kick Una out of power, the new government will come, get the power for actually sort out your own commission, particularly Human Rights Commission, will be held in Sierra Leone again, just like we get the the Human Rights Tribunal when they come in 2000. That tribunal they go come back in Sierra Leone because the amount of death will not happen in post-war Sierra Leone only happen inside where you get them in the Kisi Southeastern people here, we call it a pauper. For 10 years of President Ernest Bai Koroma, police brutality only lead to about 3 deaths. For just 4 years of this, them Bush Kabajos people there, the death from police brutality don't go over 250 people then. Let God have mercy upon your souls. If ever you will forget souls, when I just wait power sleep from one hand. This time, not to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission here again. This time, now punishment for the entire SLPP we involved, we call ourselves Papa, anyone we involved in crimes and any other kind of thing that this particular country, believe me, no will go scot-free. Because we need for set examples where nobody will actually break that again in the future of Sierra Leone. We will never get a useless tyrant like Banadio again. That those days will be gone forever. Thank you, Sulaiman.